Yeah, yeah, I think last time we had gone through the system. We just need to do a quick refresher. I recall that your company they indicated that their interest was more on the accounting, but I'll just take a quick overview so that you understand how the system works again. Basically, when you just sign on, you create your own company and you find a dashboard. The dashboard basically gives you a quick overview of what is happening within the system. On this side, we have quick action. Yes. There's quick actions to help you quickly, maybe not going through the entire system, do a few things like create invoices, be able to
Mm-hmm.
do some quotations or estimates or performance, you may call them.
Okay.
Yes, generate bills, issue purchase orders, register your customers, your suppliers, and maybe your product and services. That's basically what that section quickly handles.
Okay.
Yeah, so from there, and to do that is very straightforward and easy. For instance, you want to issue an invoice, you just come to invoice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this way we have credit invoice and cash invoice. Although we have put this one as POS because the cash invoice works more or less like a POS. So
Mm-hmm.
if I want to issue a credit invoice now, I just click here and I'll be able to. Now the difference between a cash invoice and a credit invoice is that with a credit invoice, we recognize revenue without necessarily collecting it. So we're not taking
Mm-hmm.
out the cash. So it goes more like the Aqual accounting concept. So you come to this, there's also a quick action here for you to navigate,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you may want to also. We have even service invoice. We have also differentiated between product invoice and service invoice because you may have services and other products that you must have them before you sell services and things like that within the system. So if I were trying to do a sale, you just click
Mm-hmm.
here. And if you have, so currently, okay, I have a product here. You want to sell the product. Maybe I just want to sell two. So you just put, if that product is taxable, you just put the tax rate. Now, this depends whether the product, you're selling multiple products, some are taxable and others are not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so if there's a discount, you give the discount, whether in terms of percentage or absolute amount. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say for this here means the discount is in percentage. And you validate, maybe save and exit,
Mm-hmm.
save and print, save and new, suspend the transaction, you can even cancel the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. An institution head there is maybe you have VAT, you can also add it. Again, we have already put tax here, so these two they work together. So if you put this one, it
Okay.
means it's overall tax, so they will override what is here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so
When you have VAT, for example, I can put that, just put the VAT percentage and it's okay.
yes, where you have VAT, for instance, they will just put it in the tax account. Also have withholding tax. You can have, depending, maybe if it's 5%, 10%, or whatever custom rate, you can put it. So you put a percentage and you validate. So since it's a credit invoice, it will not normally validate with that the name of the customer. So let's just take working customer for the sake of this exercise. Working customer is just somebody that we don't necessarily want to take any detail about the person. But this one works well for the cash invoice. Not necessarily because if you are giving a debt, it's important you know who you are giving a debt to. Yes, so you can validate. You just click save. and exit.
Okay.
Now save and exit. At the initial point, that invoice is saved as drafts, which means we don't necessarily consider it as, and so nothing has actually been done. And as at the stage of draft, it can be reviewed, can be edited, prices can be updated, maybe this and that. That is the essence. And you see here that it's draft. We have the amount, zero paid. This is the balance. So you can send for review by just clicking the button beside. It will be reviewed, and you can approve and post. Approve and post now more or less an accounting transactions. So if everything we are okay with what we want to do, we can approve. And the essence is after this, it will become a little bit difficult for you to make changes to it. So even if they have not received payment, it means at this point it is treated as a debt that the customer has to pay if you approve and post. And before this, it was a little bit difficult you won't have. So if I approve now, say inventory item has no cost, means that maybe I've not recorded cost to this item. Yes. So if you don't, again, there are parts that are vital for you to ensure that it must be available. Yes. But this is our invoice at this state. You can export it in form of PDF if you want to. So this is our sales invoice. The details about the organization will be here. Just say Apato Markets. If there was location, contacts, email, and things like that, you have all of that here. The invoice number, the date, the due date, if you have put that, and see the status review is issued by, and so this is the amount, and so this is our invoice state at this particular point. Now, the invoice can also be customized in terms of how you want it, in terms of the color, in terms of the brand identity of the organization, attach logos, and things like that. So those are some things that you can do at Mint. Since we have not approved, they're blocking us from approving, then we cannot make payment. But after approval, you see the payment button here where you can receive payment and you can choose whether you're receiving the payment into cash, into bank, and the rest all depends on where you want to use it. Now I'm explaining this thing, but I know that principally your organization focuses on the accounting method or accounting section of the
Mm-hmm.
system. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you come here, this almost everything about sales and invoicing. You can issue estimate, credit notes, payment plans, batch invoices, and things like that. Register customers. This is a CRM section where you want to customer relationship management. You track each customer that comes. This way purchases are done, procurement, purchase bills and expenses and things like that. Purchase orders, and we have bills and expenses. Now, the essence why we're doing this thing is that you must not be an accountant to use the system. It's not purely for accounting purposes. It's not only an accounting-based system. It's also for non-accountants. And so somebody without an accounting knowledge will still be recording his or her transactions, and these transactions are populated in the reports accordingly. So that's the essence. So we have inventory here. Under inventory, we have inventory dashboard, the current stock, low items, inventory movements. Then we come here. If it's a production kind of company, you have production material. We have inventory management, stock
Can
transactions,
we
stock.
focus on payment invoices and suppliers, please?
Come again.
Supplier invoice and payment.
Yes, what's the question? I didn't get the question, please.
Can you just please explain me for the process for supplier invoice and payment?
Okay. Now for the suppliers, let's say we can do that under, we have purchase order. Normally start with maybe purchase order. Can issue a purchase order. Let's just do one and go through the process. So we can create a purchase order or a bill. So if I come here,
Okay.
maybe now you need to have a supplier register. If I want to register, I can just click here and add a supplier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just add a supplier here. Let's say we have a bar for limited. Just
Please, can you go back for create a supplier?
there are so many ways you can create a supplier in the system.
Okay.
Yes, this button, just with this button, you can create it here, or you come under customers and supplier, you see register it there. So
Okay.
this is just like a shortcut for you to use to do that. Okay. So now, let's say you need to fill out this information that you must not fill all, but it's important if you have, like email and
Mm-hmm.
so let me just save and save the supplier. So we have saved that supplier. So if I come here now, I see the name. And so I start searching, I must have registered my products. So let's say we want to buy anything that we want to buy here. Let's say we want to buy this. You write the number. Maybe I'm buying five. Now if there's tax, you
Okay.
add. If there's no tax, it may not necessary. Let's add another item. And to buy this, I'm buying 10. So these are the things I want to buy. And again, if there's these items are taxable, you put. If there's VAT, I mean something like discount, and you put them there. So we can have save. So I save here. Now again, there's room for you to review. When you save, it is default at draft. So that's why we have draft states here. This is a name when it was created and the amount. And so I can send it for review, which means someone may create, another person reviews it. I can approve it. If I want to do editing, I send back to draft. Otherwise, I approve it. Approve it. So it has been approved. And so when you approve it now, uh, you can receive the items or you go to billing. Now, with a purchase order will not affect accounting because it doesn't really have direct link with whether you are paying. So payment is done via draft. So I can click to receive. If you come down here, you see that a bill has already been created for that particular purchase. Immediately purchase order is approved, a bill is generated for it. So you can just approve it. And so it gives me room for that. So if I want to receive, let's say we are receiving, I click here and I'm receiving, I say receive items. Now, there's a tendency that you may not be able to receive everything at once. Maybe you order for 10 things and only 7 came, and so you can come and put the number that you are receiving here. Maybe I'm receiving only 5, or let's say 5 or 6, and here I'm receiving 2. Now, if you have to track the expiring date and things like that, you may need to put the slot. So if I say 5 here, it means that this product I'm receiving will expire in on the 17th of this month. So the number of days that's left for that product to expire. If I want to put the manufacturing date, I can still do that. So the essence of putting lot is because you may have different maybe things that you bought on different dates. So how will the system know which one is getting expired and the rest? So you have to specify the lot so that when you are selling, you are taking from this and to track all of that. So I can put 30 days for this. and I mark receive. So basically, once I receive that, you see here that since I receive a part, we have received 2 here, so 3 are remaining. Receive this, and these are remaining. I can also click here for the bill. So there's a whole workflow that you have to go through, so that one person may not necessarily do everything depending on the size of the organization. So for the bill here, where payment is supposed to make, I can send for review. After review, so it has been reviewed. And so if we're comfortable, again, anytime you approve, most of the things we approve here, if you approve an invoice, you approve a bill, it's basically considered an accounting document. And so whether the
Mhm.
person has paid or not, start tracking. If you have not paid, it becomes a debt to you to pay. And if it's a receivable or something, you know that they're owing you. So now we have approved. If you come down here, you see that the accounting transaction has already been done for us. Okay. Now, if you come here, you can receive now payment, or you can make payment. Since this one, instead you are making payment, maybe you want to do partial payment or custom amount. All depends on you. Yes, and for you to make payment, you must have money in your account. So once you have money in the account, you'll be able to make money. Unfortunately, I seem not to have money in my account. Yes, so that's when payment is done. You can also export this as PDF. You can, so it can also be exported as PDF. So this is it now.
Mhm.
Yes. Now, this is our purchase bill, but we have not yet paid. It has just been approved. If you pay, you see that will be written here paid. That's how the workflow goes. So I think you want to make payment. If you want to make payment, you must have money. That's what I don't have any. I've not registered any payment in this particular account. That's why. So that's it. Any question with respect to it again?
No, it's okay now.
Yes. So once you receive the goods, I will say receive products, they basically go now to your stock or your inventory, and the rest you have it there. You're under inventory. So you go to inventory, see current stock, maybe current stock. You should be able to see details of what you have. If you can, maybe the particular product we ordered for. This is a product, I think this is one of the product we ordered for. We received 6. This is a 6. Yes, as will be selling and will be reducing. You can always come and see the details, the detail movement of each product. But just click on this. You see that let's keep tracking which product is this. See, yes. Okay, so as you're selling, will be reducing and increasing. You can also export this. So that's with respect to, then we go now to maybe services similar to invoicing.
Mhm.
These ones are special functions, must not necessarily be. We have payroll,
Mhm.
is payroll and human resource register. You want to register all the employees register in here. And then you want to do a pay, you can generate their payroll.
Do
Now,
we have access to payroll part in our system? Because it is said to me we don't have access to this part.
yeah, For your own organization,
Mm-hmm.
I think you people did not. I don't think that we included in your package.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yes.
So now can we see the booking?
I didn't get you.
Can we see the booking? How can I book the payment, the supplier invoice in your in Solafide system?
Oh, okay, payment of supplier's invoice.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go back to we have bank here. This-
Bank is already for the payment, but when I see supplier invoice without before the payment.
Okay, to see the supplier invoice before payment.
Mm-hmm. Where can I go to book? Where may I go to book the supplier invoice?
Under purchase, under procurement.
Okay.
Yes, you can see it's still even under like this way we have it here. It's treated as a bill. Supplier invoices, we call it in Solafide as bill. I don't know if
Mm.
yes, it's a bill to be paid. So this is the reference number with respect to the purchase order.
Mm. Yeah,
It-
I understood. But when I receive the invoice from supplier, am I
yes.
to contabilize that invoice?
Okay, when you get an invoice from a supplier
Yes.
and you want to do payment or
No, no
register
do
it,
payment. Contabilize the invoice in the system.
okay,
Book
to
the
read.
invoice in the system. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Before payment, payment is the last part. When you receive invoice, you have first to book the invoice in the system.
let me, if I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Take for instance,
Okay.
I don't, are you saying that to upload it or how? Or
In
to
my
read?
journal, we
Okay,
have
yes.
like payment journal,
Uh,
purchase journal. Okay, so.
okay, no, that's under the accounting section, right? We're still
Mm-hmm.
going, yes, maybe let's go now to maybe the aspect of accounting. This is the aspect of accounting. I don't know if that's basically so under accounting now, you
Mm-hmm.
you have to you can import, you can but at this particular point, let's say
Mm-hmm.
you want to create a new, let's say a new entry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just come here. So if I'm this is my supplier,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think 400 supplier.
Mm-hmm.
I can put narratives here. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
so a person is 60,000. That's as an example.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then whether you are paying via cash. So if there's cash here,
Now is when I'm trying to pay the invoice. I'm talking about when I receive invoice
and you want to pay,
before the payment. No, not payment. Because you have credit invoice, for example,
yes.
and it's paid at the end of month, but you
Uh-huh.
receive it at the beginning of month. I have to book it in the system. So when I receive that invoice, because here you are explaining to me the process to pay the invoice.
I normally I think that it comes with these purchases that we did, right? Because you are paying with
Yes.
respect to a particular transaction. So you're asking where do you do the payment?
No, I asked where did I do the booking for the credit invoice when I received it from my supplier.
I don't really.
No, it's not like a new purchase order. It's supplier invoice. We already have finished with a purchase order and supplier send me an invoice, but it's credit supplier. It's
Mm-hmm.
not for payment. It's not for cash supplier. So I have to book the invoice first before payment. So I think we have like purchase journal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where is the purchase journal in that system? Because I have to book the invoice before make the payment.
That's all.
I think is
So you give a
well,
rate,
see, if I remember, it was in this
specific.
part. So,
Always look
and
over.
we went to journals.
Uh-huh. No, I think when you receive it and you book it, I don't understand the difference between, because
Okay, the difference is when I use the OHADA account for purchase, I will use class 6 and class 4, and we have some taxes. But for payment, we just use class 4 and class 5 2 for
Mhm.
supplier and bank.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was
So I know the part when we use class 6, class 4 and class 401 for suppliers. So
yes, that's what I
please,
was
if you
trying to
can.
that's what I was trying to
Okay.
explain. I was trying to explain that now that really
Mhm.
depends on which part of the system you are using. If you are using the if you are using the this accounting section, if you come
Mm-hmm.
here, because let me say you want to something. If I come here now, I say new entry.
And mm-hmm.
Yes. So if it has not been paid, I know that I need to
Mm-hmm.
maybe use, I'm not an accountant, let's
Mm-hmm.
say. Maybe I need to use maybe class six, that's where you put the codes here. When the person pays now, you do the payment. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
everything in accounting can be done, whether you anything, because here all the charts of accounts are already populated here. As you register your
Okay.
suppliers, you have them here. So you know which
Okay.
accounts to debit and which to credit when that invoice has not been paid and when it is
Okay.
paid.
With that respecting the journals, or now we are in which journal?
If you want to create specific journals, because
Mm-hmm.
the way this system works is that you use a centralized approach.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
centralized approach means you must not say sales journal, uh, purchase journal, this, and that. How classification is done in the system is based on which accounting code did you use. So anytime you use maybe 60, maybe 6011, we know that it's purchases,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yes. If you use five,
Mm.
either 52 or so, 52 this, we know that that
Okay.
has to do with bank. If you
Okay.
use
Okay.
uh, 101, we know it has to do with something capital. If you use three, it has to do with something inventory. Two has to do with something asset. So that's how the classification is done.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, you answer my question.
Yes. So the issue is that as well as there is possibility for you to create, maybe this is purchase journal, sales journal, this cash journal, and so on. Yes. But if you're using as a centralized approach, how classification
Mm.
is done is just that which accounts did you use? So the system auto classifies that.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. So
Yes.
for here, I have to go to procurement and please,
Yes.
can
And
you
use
go?
yes. So I think purchases you register purchases based on which accounts are affected. When payment is done now, you will now debit
Mm-hmm.
and credit the bank or the cash and the rest depending on. But initially,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Ah,
at
bon.
the start of the process, you basically have to know which account. So it goes back to your knowledge of accounting. Yes. I don't know if that's it's okay.
Okay.
Mm.
It's okay.
Mm. So as that is done, now we go now. This way you have your reports, your trial balance, your income statement at the end of the period. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you share to me the record of this training, please?
Okay, no problem. Uh,
Thank you so much.
yes, usually I will try to send you so you go through. Okay. So at least that should be all for now. Any question, we'll look, you can just send me WhatsApp and we'll look at it. Or any challenge.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, I still have a question
Yes, go
for
ahead.
the end of the month. A report.
Yes, you just go to there's the reporting section. That's why I said
Okay.
you filter by the period that you want to. So for
Mm-hmm.
instance, if I come here, I can see this month, last month, this week,
Mm-hmm.
last week. So reports are generated
Okay.
based on which period you want.
Can we make bank recon in this
Yes, there's bank
system,
reconciliation also.
please?
Yes, we have bank reconciliation under the money and banking section. Yeah.
Do we have access to this part?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Mhm. So this is a section for the bank reconciliation. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
if the bank sends you their statement or you could get it, you can import it and walk through the process.
Okay.
There's room for you to select the bank, which particular bank,
Mm-hmm.
the date,
Mm-hmm.
the period they want to.
Okay.
That should be reconcile with what you have in your system.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience.
I think you're welcome. Any challenge, just let me know. Or
Okay.
again.
So I don't have access, so I'm waiting for my colleague City to share me the access.
Okay. Okay. No problem. I think she may do it today. I have not spoken with her for some time now. Maybe she'll share. As well as you can
Okay.
speak, I think you can just create your maybe want to go through the process before you are added. I don't know. Depends on you. If you want to be trying
Okay.
out, yes, you can just go ahead
Mm.
and create
I
maybe
will
a
I will
trial.
use first.
I think
Okay.
it's mhm. Okay. See you later then.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye bye.